Hello and welcome to Trackmania Awards 2017. Today is December 10th and the award we will discuss today is Surprise of 2017. My guest today, he has a lot of knowledge of the surprises this year, is none other than John. Hello John.
Good evening.
How are you, man?
I'm fine, thanks. How about you?
I'm tired, but let's do this. I'm hyped about this award.
That's good to
Before
know.
we start, I want to ask all the guests, how do you view this sort of award category? What do you name it? Has been a lot of surprises?
Kind of. Well, there were definitely more surprises than we are able to nominate.
Yeah.
That's a good thing.
So we could have had more options, but we have to narrow it down to 4 nominees.
Exactly.
Let's get straight into it. What is the first surprise that we want to nominate?
My first nomination goes out to the TMPL qualification matches.
Why?
We've seen quite a lot of surprises. Not like in every match, but to name 3 matches in particular, it was PEIKS qualification, just as Spams and Tweens matches, who 3 didn't made it to the Premier League and ended up being in second league, while guys like, yeah, I gotta say it, like me, went into Premier League, which was kind of a huge upset.
Yeah.
So this definitely is my first nomination for the surprise of the year. Like
as you said, Pack, Spam, and Tween are sort of named as the top dogs in the scene.
Exactly.
All 3 of them was in the last ESWC Grand Final in 2015. So you kind of expect them to step up and get into League One, but it was not the case this year.
No. Was kind of unlucky for some of them, but in general their opponents were very strong. Like looking at Carty, who bet Spam. Damn, that was a nice match.
Exactly. It was a close and a nice fight.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's the first nominee, the TMPL qualifications. What is the second nominee for a surprise of 2017?
The second place, although the second nomination goes to the CPS 18 playoffs for me.
Why?
We've seen Linecast taking down Mysterious Monkeys, who are a very strong and, well, by now well-known team. And E-Corp bet Expert in the semifinals. And I guess everyone expected the grand final to be Mysterious Monkeys against Expert. Yeah, but neither of the teams made it. So Linecast and E-Corp had the chance to battle it out. And Linecast in the end took the title, which is a surprise on its own for me. At least it was. Because I've expected, given the grand final, E-Corp would take it. So the CPS 18 playoffs definitely have a place in here.
Yeah, exactly. It's like you get so many surprises in one surprise.
Yeah.
Both semifinals, and also you can say that the final was sort of a surprise that Lioncast took it home.
Sort of, yeah.
But yeah, that's the second nominee, CPS 18. What is the third event third surprise of 2017?
For me, it is that still new tournaments are coming up. Just to name a few, there were the TMPL, of course, to name maybe the biggest one. Online with prize money. I don't think we've seen this for quite a time, especially with this amount. We had the Trackmania Opens with the team tournament, with now an ongoing Classics Cup. There has been 2 new LAN events, the Gaming Winterfest and the LANX.
Yeah.
Which hadn't much of reputation because I guess only 2 very good players attended it. But maybe if there's a chance it will reoccur next year, I guess it will be a little bigger.
Yeah, hopefully.
And one last thing to add, I'm still astonished by how many tournaments are going on in general. Like if you just check Mania calendar, for example, there's kind of to play something every day. So
yeah,
if you want, you can have competition like the whole week, and that's pretty awesome to see that still so many tournaments going on.
That's it. The third nominee for Surprise of the Year is the new events. What is the last nomination for Surprise of 2017?
The last nomination is not a too big surprise because it had to happen at some point. of the Trackmania True Talent Cup, Shorty was able to win one. TTC
Exactly.
88. Yeah, man. TTC 88 was his final attempt to win a TTC. I guess he's still the player with the most second places. So
Yeah,
doing
he's sort
it
of
this
like
year. Sorry.
he's sort of like known for being forever second and always
Yeah,
getting into the 1v1 and never managing to win it. This time he won it.
was this year beating PEIKS in the TMPL qualifications was the first good thing. So Shorty's kind of 2 times on the list here.
Yeah.
But yeah, it wasn't a real surprise because yeah, he definitely had the skill to do this earlier, but it never happened. So my 4th place still goes to Shorty winning TTC 88.
I like that we have some funny nominations as well. Yeah, that concludes the nomination phase. Are you kind of happy with the nominees, or you feel like
Yeah.
it's a strong nominations?
I think so. As we said earlier, there are many more surprises we could have added to the list, like honorable mentions here, maybe Coco taking second in TMPL, for example.
Exactly.
And I'm really, really sure listeners will add surprises. Like, oh, you guys forgot something. Maybe we did, maybe we just didn't nominate it, but I'm happy with the list, yeah.
Yeah, and kind of we try to stay objective, but surprise is sort of subjective. What surprised you the most? I guess people will have something else in mind, but we try to keep it covered and get the best surprises.
Yes.
You have any final words before we close the show?
Well, the only thing I can add is that we saw a very active year in Trackmania, and I'm really, really happy that this big community isn't shrinking that much anymore and maybe becomes even bigger.
Yeah.
So I really hope so for 2018 to see some more LAN events again, and the great online work from everyone is awesome, and I hope to see this next year as well.
That sums it up. So yeah, people go to Twitter and vote. I will be back tomorrow with a new guest and a new award. Bye. That's it.